What is going on, everybody? Phil from CST Combat Sports Today, Combat Casual here, breaking down 173. What a show it's going to be. Phil, this is a landmark event for One Championship. How you feeling?
Feeling fucking good, to be honest. This is like one of the greatest combat sports weekends of all time, to be honest. If we're really talking about it, not just one. I know we're breaking down one, but like K1 World Max, and then you got Chris Chris Eubanks Jr. versus Conor Benn, and then you got UFC 322, and then you followed up by the end of the weekend on Sunday. You get 173, bro. Come on, man. You know what's the best part? I called up. I already told them I'm taking a Monday off. So we're getting that weekend recap ready. You know what I mean?
Let's do it, man. Yeah, so many events crammed into one weekend. There's a BKFC and Eternal is doing their 100th show, but it's like there's so many. The UFC's got 2 title fights. This has what, 7?
Yeah.
7 title fights. I mean, it's going to be a hell of a card. I think the card is.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, come rehydration, tests and everything. Remember when Superlek was supposed to fight in the bill for the title? You just
I don't want to talk about that.
But we gotta, keep in mind for that. I mean, we also got KSW this weekend. We got
so many events are going to get kind of lost in the wash. I won't be able to watch everything, but yeah, man, the hydration test is certainly looming over this event. Yeah. Unfortunately, but we'll see. What day is the hydration test? Is that tomorrow or
Saturday night? No, Saturday morning.
Okay,
Friday night. Yeah, depending on Japan's time.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, man, it's going to be quite the event. Should we break down the fights?
Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. So you've got Wei Ryu versus Hiroki Akimoto taking place at bantamweight and doing some kickboxing. And these two have actually fought already.
Yep.
It looks like in one championship, they fought on One Fight Night 22, and Wei Ryu did get the dub in that one. Since then, I mean, Hiroki Akimoto, he fought Elias Enachi, who is a really good fighter. And then he got a win over John Lineker. For some reason, they had him fight John Lineker.
That was at the last Japan card, too. So it's been a while since Hiroki Akimoto has fought as well.
But yeah, he's 7-4 in the promotion. Let's see, Wei Ryu. Let me see real quick. What is his
quick background? Wei Ryu is a former K1 champion, a former I think it's WLF, like Wuling champion. Yep. And then you got Hiroki Akimoto, who's a former one champion. And, they're opening up the card, which is kind of crazy. Kind of irritates me because, boys, we're watching UFC 322 regardless. And around when this fight starts is going to be around the co-and main event of UFC 322. So I might sadly miss it or just keep it on the side. But, I'm locked into those other title fights. But it irritates me that this fight is the first fight of the night. Man, come on, throw the grappling bout on first. I don't give a damn about that.
What's that?
I said throw on the grappling bout first.
Right. You know
what I mean? Well, we're watching the
That's
get that
funny.
one out the way.
Yeah, so Wei Ryu, he beat Hiroki Akimoto, and then he fought Jonathan Haggerty. I think that was for the kickboxing title, and he did take the L there via decision. How are you feeling about this one, honest? Hiroki Akimoto, I remember his fight with Lineker, but I really don't remember too many of his fights, so I'm going to rely on you to break this one down.
So Akimoto did lose to Wei Ryu, but it was a controversial split decision because I thought Hiroki Akimoto won, and he's been on the end of some bad split decision losses. If I'm looking at his fights right now. Yeah, he was before he beat John Lineker, he was on a 3-fight losing streak. He lost to Petch via split decision. He actually lost to Wei Ryu by unanimous decision. So, but I actually thought unanimously Hiroki Akimoto won, and then he fought Elias Enahachi, and I'm not gonna lie, Enahachi he put it on him, and he definitely won that fight. Well, he kind of got a gimme fight with John Lineker, in my opinion. Just like, all right, let's Morimoto win. John Lineker's an MMA fighter turned Muay Thai fighter, and all of a sudden he's in kickboxing.
Right.
So, good win. I don't want to say good win, but good for him to get a win and get back on track.
Sure. Who you got in this one? So it sounds like you're going Hiroki because he got kind of robbed in his last fight, according to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Hiroki Akimoto, and Weiru's also 36 years old. I don't know how much factor his age will play. I mean, he was on a long win streak, but like the streets say like he's washed in their opinions because Haggerty beat him, so he's definitely washed. I'm like,
sure,
guys, come on, give Haggerty his props,
Well, the streets never lie, so. The one thing about Hiroki that I noticed when I did watch his fights, he just seems to be very, very patient and tactful. Mm-hmm. I think that might, cause this to go to another close decision, in my opinion.
I think he was like the first, I want to say, J kick champion and freaking won.
Okay.
So when they first brought over kickboxing and Muay Thai, I'm not too sure. There's a lot of Japanese fighters in one now, especially. So I think he might have been the first Japanese kickboxing champion in one, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I mean he's got 11 fights in the promotion. This will be his 12th. So yeah, man, he's a vet of one. He was fighting back when they named their cards like crazy shit, like Winter Warriors and fucking Ring of Champions, and I don't know. Whatever it was.
Hey, you know what? I'd say let's go back to that, man. We need some
character. I agree.
Because everything's kind of just the same. Everything's just numbered, right?
No, you got to add some flavor.
Back in the day, Strikeforce we had some cool names, fucking, what was it? Fight at the Playboy Mansion or some shit like that. It was cool. I don't know.
It was the UFC had UFC Knockout, and there was no knockouts on the card.
Yeah, there's probably something like that. I'm not gonna...
All right, so I think we're both leaning on Hiroki for this one. Next fight is Chihiro Sawada versus Itsuki Hirata. Let me take a look at their records really quick. So Itsuki, let's see. So she's been in the promotion quite a while. 6-4. She did fight on 1X, so they definitely see her as marketable, I guess. She lost to Ham Si-Ho-Hee, who is actually, I believe she was a Ryzen champion. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think any of these girls were Rising champions.
I think that Ham fought in Ryzen.
Are you talking about Ham?
Yes.
I believe she was.
She's got some good wins, though, does Itsuki. She did beat RT Kotri last time.
She did fight in the UFC. She is the Road FC Women's Atomweight Champion. She was the Jules Atomweight Champion, but never Ryzen.
Okay,
the regional Japanese promotions.
Yeah, I must be mistaking her with somebody else. But she is taking on Sawada, who only has one loss in the promotion. That's to Meng Bo. I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like Sawada's definitely a little fresher. I'll probably pick her to win this fight. Oh, what are you feeling about this one?
I'd probably go freaking Chihiro Sawada too. Hirata's, I don't know, she's just not that good to be, in my opinion. She goes for takedowns, leaves her necks open, and I'm not saying Chihiro Sawada is like this threat on the ground, but she's more like the lay and pray type of fighter. So I could see this fight going to like a unanimous decision. All three cards going to go to Chihiro. That's the way I see it.
Yo, what is up, Breaking Bad Boxing? Good to see you, man.
My boy Nick. What up, cuz?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Nick, man. All right, so let's go to the next one. It's Shinya Aoki taking on Hiroki Tetsuka, and they fought before like a few times. Am I wrong?
To be honest, Shinya just does not want to be in one. He just shows up like, yeah, I'm just here for a job, but fuck this company. It's so funny, like how much he talks so much shit about the company, and then he just, hey, let's just put him on a Japan card. I think he really just wants to go. I don't think he wants to retire. I think he just doesn't want to retire with one.
Yeah, wasn't he? Oh my god, there was a fight where he was like talking shit to Chatri on the mic, post fight,
but
and the translator didn't translate it.
He didn't translate it all the way. Yeah, he just like basically calling Chachi a traitor or something like that.
I mean, Shinya still got it though, man. I mean, unfortunately, was it the last time we saw him? Was that John Lineker fight? Let me see.
Wasn't that John? No, Edward Falayan at the last Japan card.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you're right. And then he did have a finishing grappling match. Took on Lineker, and that was like a ridiculous fight because Lineker was like drinking beers in the crowd, and then they were like, "Hey, you want to fight Shinya because Sage Northcutt can't?" And he was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, why not?"
The Sage Northcutt and Shinya Aoki beef is probably one of the most random beefs you ever hear about. Because like Sage Northcutt's like the nicest guy. And I remember Sage put like a nice tweet, "Hey man, we're gonna fight one day. You know, I respect you, honor you." And Shinya Aoki just like, "Bro, go fuck yourself." Shinya's just so straight.
So I'm totally wrong. I don't think they have fought before. I don't know why. Somebody told me they fought, and I was like, "Oh," but no, they've never fought. But yeah, I mean, let's see. So Tetsuka taking some. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. It's not looking great for him. And he did get knocked out in his last fight in February. Who are you picking in this one?
I mean, if I'm correct, I think Shinya's undefeated in Japan for one championship.
Oh shit!
Man, there's a lot.
15-9 in the promotion, but I think some of those are grappling matches.
So he's got a lot of fights with one, and you know most of them obviously in like Singapore. But if I'm looking at his record for like Japan, he's like, all right, there's one fight right here, 2, and 3, 4. He's actually 4-0 in Japan when he 5-0 actually when he fights in Japan. Actually, I lied. Make that 6. So yeah, I'm probably gonna roll with him.
Yeah, me too. I don't think his opponent's great. I don't even really remember him all that much, but yeah, I mean Shinya, even in his old age, he's still like he's still physically very fit, and you know he's gonna be hunting for that choke. So you probably get it done by sub, honestly.
If he wins, that's win number 50. So I think he really wants the 50th win of his career.
When do you think he'll be like out of Chatri jail and be able to not be in one?
When he will not be in one? I don't fucking know. Shit. Chatri jail's fucking, it's hard to get out of, to be honest. You have to really have to be kissing his ass. And plus, Shinya to them is still a name.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't want to fucking beat her. He's made it very clear publicly on Twitter, even in the ring. It told him to go fuck himself. Yeah, I don't think anytime soon. I mean, just my opinion, just let him go, man. You gotta have so many Japanese talent on the rise. Just let Shinya, just let him go to Rising, bro. Like you already took Rakuya Anpo already, and like maybe a bunch of other guys soon. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think he's gonna retire in one.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think he gets this fight done by sub. Good to see the MMA Foo. Good to see Leandro. Going Rounds podcast. Good to see you, man. Hell yeah. Homies jumping in. Okay, you've got Ryogo Takuchi versus Shamil Erdogan. Yeah. I think I've seen this guy Shamil fight. Holy shit. He is 4-0 in the promotion. Knocking fools out. Oh yeah, he beat Ongla twice. Once in Denver, once in Qatar. I remember I went to one in Denver, both events, and so I definitely remember him fighting. And then he just beat Gilbert Galvao in March.
I would say those are all gimme fights because On Long Song is washed.
Yeah,
I don't know why On Long Song got a rematch because he got killed in the second one.
Yeah.
But then he fought Gilbert Galvao, who just like didn't even know was still with the promotion because he's been there for a while as well. Yeah, and funny enough, he's actually a light heavyweight. I guess he's going up to heavyweight now.
Okay.
I think he just wanted a fight. He's one of those guys that's actually really, really freaking good. But you know, they kind of ice him because it's MMA. And then Ryogo Takeuchi.
Yeah.
he lost his debut to Paul Elliott, and Paul Elliott looked really good in that fight. He's probably one of the most athletic heavyweights I've seen. He landed like a spinning back kick. It was incredible, and he lost. And then he bounced back against that Korean heavyweight. Do you remember his
Kang
name?
Ji Wong.
Yeah, but that fight was sick, bro. That was one of the most fun fights I ever watched for a heavyweight. He just went in there and just killed him in the first round. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
glad to see him
138 of the first. He knocked him out.
He's actually the I think he fought for Deep previously, so maybe Isha would know more about him. He was on a Deep promotion, and he's honestly he would be perfect for Ryzen. He just seems like the heavyweight that Ryzen would like to push, but I guess not. He signed with one, but here we are. He's in my opinion, he might get smoked in this fight, depending how these guys are guns blazing. This fight's gonna end in the first round.
Oh, that's so sick. That's how all heavyweight fights should end. The thing with Deep is it's hard to gauge how good somebody actually is. You know for a fact if they're from Deep, they're putting on a show, but the records are. It's like because I mean they'll fight like they'll be like a guy that's like 14-12 versus and he's like 39 versus a guy who's like 21 and he's like 4-0 or like 3-2. You're like, what is going on with this matchmaking? But the fights are
that's just Japanese matchmaking, bro. I just don't get it. Like I remember when Kron Gracie was like 2-0 and he fought Tetsuya Kawajiri. And Kawajiri was coming off the UFC. He had some big wins as well too. Former I think he was a Dream champion, Dream MMA champion. This dude was like 50 fights in. Kron Gracie submits him like no problem. And it was like, well, that's just Japanese MMA for you. They don't give a fuck what your record is. They say, yeah, throw him in the wolves. That Bushido spirit.
Yes, 100%. One championship kind of carries that on. I'm going to go Shamil in this one. I remember being in Denver watching him murk the MMA Foos boy, Ong, twice in a row. And I think that Ong La, like, even though he is kind of washed, I still think that having that experience against a guy like that is important. But who knows? I mean, it sounds like this is going to be a guns blazing first round KO match, so it could go to anybody. I am going to go Shamil. I do tend to fade the guys from Deep a little bit. I know. But I honestly think the women, like Deep Jewels, is where it's at. That is one of the best promotions there is for MMA.
Yeah, especially for Japanese women's MMA. Let's move on to the next one.
All right, next one is Jake Peacock versus Sua Kim. Jake Peacock, obviously the one-armed Muay Thai fighter. I feel like I haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, Sua Kim, 6-2. He is on a 5 fight win streak. He did beat that guy Otis Waghorn and
who did Sua Kim beat in his last fight?
What's that?
Who did he beat in his last fight? I remember
Zafer Sayek. It was on it was on a fight night. It was Ursula versus Jarvis.
Who did he fight again?
It says Zafer Sayek.
Zafer Sayek. I remember being so unimpressed in that fight.
Yo, this is the dude. This is the dude right here.
He's just yeah. I was super unimpressed in that fight because like Sua Kim was like hyped up at his prospect.
And the guy's on a 3-fight losing streak. Never had a win in one.
I think it's a step up in competition for Jake Peacock. I think the first two guys he beat was like some two random Japanese dudes. To be honest, with just scrubs.
Yeah, I got his record right here. It's
right.
I don't know who these dudes are, but yeah, February 20th is the last time Jake Peacock fought, so it is a little bit of a layoff for him.
Yeah, he fought two Japanese scrub fighters, and he's gonna fight Sua Kim. I mean, I'm not that high on Sua Kim, but Sua Kim's levels above the competition Jake Peacock beat. I think this is pretty easy. I think Sua Kim gets it done. I think he probably finishes him, to be honest, because Sua Kim's gonna come guns blazing at him.
I just gotta say, man, like, okay, you remember Nick Newell, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what's up with the one-armed fighter gimmick thing? Like, it's sick that they can compete in a professional league, but it's like, dude, like the buck has to stop at some point, and then it kind of gets sad. It's like, okay, you knocked out a guy with one arm. Congratulations. You know?
I feel like a guy with a one arm just really has to keep his distance, really. Just edge out a fucking decision win every single time. Like,
round one. So awkward. He says he wants to see Jake Peacock versus Nick Newell.
Fuck. Nick Newell's was probably a welterweight now, and Jake Peacock fights a bantamweight. I wish they were the same weight. Dude, that would be the greatest fight.
Who? Wait. What arm? What? What arm is Nick Newell missing? Would it be weird? I don't know if they're missing the same one, but can you imagine? It's like that would be weird as fuck.
I found it hilarious when Jake Peacock signed one. Like that is the perfect promotion for him. One arm. You know what I mean? It's literally the most perfect name for him.
That's
I'm sorry, Jake. Dude, because I posted it on Facebook and like a whole bunch of people was like, wow. A one-on fighter chance with one. Signs with one. That is one. You cannot write a better story than that.
Well, maybe takes the L here, goes to kickboxing, and then signs with K1.
No, stop. Just stop. Just stop, bro.
All right. You do have Giancarlo Bodoni taking on Rafael Lovato Jr. Okay, as Rafael Lovato Jr., has he been with the promotion for a little bit, or is this like his first?
This is their first bout. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here like I know who both of these guys are. I mean, I know who Rafael Lovato Jr. is. He's an American BJJ world champion. He also is a former Bellator world champion. He beat Gegard Mousasi, and then he retired because I think he had damage to his brain or something like that.
Well, he had an irregular brain scan. He felt fine, according to him. I've watched interviews where he talks about this. And he was like, I feel like good. I feel like I want to fight. And like no doctor would clear him. And he finally, it took him a long time to find the right doctor that would clear him. It sounds kind of bad, but talking to enough experts, he felt like it was okay to compete again. I actually don't know if he's competed in MMA since then. But
no.
So yeah, I mean, I think, or maybe that's what it is. He still hasn't been able to be cleared by any doctor, but he says he feels good. Okay, so I'm looking at Giancarlo Bodoni, ADCC World Champion 2022. IBJJF.
Bro, they said it's a big fight.
No-gi champion, second place. IG. Yeah. I mean, hey, ADCC World Champ 2022, nothing to scoff at. I mean, Rafael Lovato Jr., super high-level grappler. Went into MMA, had a lot of success. I don't even know why we're talking about this, because it's very likely this just goes the 10 minutes, and then somebody wins.
Hey, who knows? It could be like an entertaining grappling match. It might shock me. Depends on the first minute or two. If they just fucking standing, staring at each other, I'm just gonna go take a piss break or a power nap.
I mean, that's what pisses me off sometimes about one grappling, because sometimes they won't even go to the ground. You're like, okay, we're just like having a stand-up slap fight. What are the rules for one grappling, by the way? It's like however many catches or what they deem a catch, correct?
You're asking the wrong guy. I'm gonna be straight up.
So I think it is like
all I know is 1 10-minute rounds, and these guys are just freaking staring at each other half the time. But
what I think it is like,
it is in a cage, though. It is in a cage.
Okay,
so
this event is taking place in a cage. Okay, I did not know that.
If I'm gonna go with somebody, I'll probably go with a younger and fresher guy, Giancarlo Bodoni. Don't bet on that. I'm not gonna bet on this at all or anything. I'm just gonna hope it goes 10 minutes, and plus all the promos and interviews, so I get like at least a 20-minute power nap, and then I'll be jump back on the stream.
Like I said, this is gonna be like a 9-hour event. Yo, good to see Tyler. Is it on Prime? No. So this is a pay-per-view. And you can buy it through One Championship's website, which, by the way, we should touch on that really quick, because the last pay-per-view in Japan, I tried to watch it. I think I might have even bought it, but people were complaining that it didn't work or it cut out. What happened with that?
I guess like the third party was having issues like live streaming the event. A lot of people were upset, and then they ended up becoming free on YouTube. And you could tell Chachi was in a pissed off mood at the press conference, because he lost a lot of money. Like as a business owner, Like, dude, you're selling an event to people, and people can't watch it, and then you're gonna have to refund people, and then you make it free. You know, like that's a lot of money being lost there.
They said it was because like so many people were trying to buy the pay-per-view. Do you buy that?
No, fuck no. They just fucked up on their end. Get the fuck out of here.
Do you expect that it'll be a similar situation here?
No, I think they're pretty more hands-on with it now. You know, be more cautious with how it might go.
They better fucking be, dude.
Because if it doesn't, it's a bad hit again. And we're gonna have another pissed off Chatri at the freaking press conference. Remember when he called out what's his name, Kaido Ono? It was like, yeah, he's fucking scared. And then he's like crucifying fucking John DeBella. I need to see Killer Instinct. You need to finish that motherfucker. You know, he did not smile once at the freaking press conference.
Chatri was very nice when I met him, but he did lie to me to my face. I was like, "Hey, that Atlanta show is happening, right?" He's like, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah, I mean, all promoters gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Isha says this is the best matchup on the card. 100%. It's only like $5 on Unix. Yeah, I heard that if you switch your VPN to Thailand, it's like $7.
Yeah, so $8.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, let's go, boys. All right. Next fight is Takeru Tolo versus Shoujo Isojima. Takeru Tolo coming into MMA just beat. Yeah, that's right. He just beat Adrian Lee, and it was fun for like a minute, and then man, Takeru Tolo really put it on Adrian Lee. I don't really want to get into this too much, but I'm like,
I just want to say, like, watching the Rotolo brothers, like, you know how like when the BJJ guy comes over to MMA, he's like, oh yeah, they're just getting submissions. These guys are dogs on the feet. Like, you can see it. They really want to fight. You know, there's a lot of BJJ guys who just want to shoot for the takedown, just get them down, submit them. They don't feel comfortable on the feet. These guys just said, fuck that shit. I'm going in. I'm going for the kill. All that time in Thailand has paid off. And yeah, I mean, Tyler Rotolo is going to smoke this dude. This is the guy that Adrian Lee was originally supposed to fight in Japan, I believe. And then he pulled out. So then Adrian Lee somehow got Tyler Rotolo. And I thought Adrian Lee could have smoked freaking Tyler Rotolo, you know, more experience in MMA. But nah.
I was very impressed with Takeru Tolo's aggression. Like I think he really has a killer instinct to be able to fight in mixed martial arts and be successful. I just think it's fucked up that Adrian Lee was like a prospect. They were looking to, you know, hype up, and then they throw him in there with Ty. I thought the matchup was really strange initially. And then I started to think about like, why does Chatri hate this family so much? What does he have against the Lee family?
No, he loves the Lee family.
I don't think he does. I think he hates them. Wait, you doing Adrian Lee like that?
I mean, dude, honestly, why not, right? Let's see how good Takeru Tolo is, and he proved how good he is. I think Adrian Lee was the favorite, if I'm correct.
Okay, yeah, it was vicious. It was vicious.
And it's not like, you know, Adrian Lee was like 8-0, and then Takeru Tolo was making his debut. I was like, you know, you get a couple fights in, and you know, still raw. Like, fuck it, I'm cool with when they have two prospects put them together. You know, you got somebody from the Lee family versus the Rotolo brothers.
I don't know if
I was completely cool with the fight, but it was intriguing because, like,
I agree.
Because you know how some fans are. Oh, he's fighting a nobody. Well, you gave him Adrian Lee, so now everybody's kind of, you know, gonna talk about both opponents. Like, oh, Adrian Lee's got more experience with Takeru Tolo MMA, but Ty's been training with Cade and all that. You know, it builds up a nice little story to talk about.
Yeah,
like this fight, this fight, who the fuck is Shoujo Isojima?
He's got one win and one. I believe it was a TKO as well. Let's see.
Like, who gives a shit? But if you throw Adrian Lee, right, he's like, oh shit, he's fighting Adrian Lee. But we already beat him.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying, brother. All right, let's go to the next one. You got Stamp Fairtex versus Kana. Stamp Fairtex back from the knee injury, I guess. Taking on Kana, who lost her last fight against Petjija. Can you really knock her? She lost to Petjija. Everyone's gonna lose to Petjija. Why is Stamp running from Petjija is the real question.
I don't think they want to match up Thailand versus Thailand, especially two female athletes.
Sure.
And like Stamp, dude, she's coming back into kickboxing. Mind you, she was doing MMA for the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if it was Muay Thai, it would have been slaughter. But like, I don't think this is gonna be a slaughter, to be honest. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight, and then maybe Stan Fairtex edges it out. I think it'll be a closer fight than a lot of people expect, because it's like it's not the same Stamp from like freaking 5 years ago.
Yeah, coming off a knee injury is always tough too, right? Getting
Yeah.
back in the competition, I think that's why she's doing kickboxing. Is it's a little bit, I guess, it's a little easier than Muay Thai or MMA, but I don't know. I think Stamp is a great fighter, man. I think she's a fantastic fighter. She's got a lot of star power too. When she did the Stamp dance in Denver, bro, come on, are you kidding me? That lit the place on fire. I don't have a lot of hope in Kana. I think she's a great fighter as well, but I think that Stamp is just levels above her. But it is interesting. We'll see what she looks like. You'll find out pretty quick if she's back to top form or not after the knee injury. So, but I am picking Stamp this one.
Kana's a hot girl to put out, and I don't see Stamp putting her out. I think it's gonna be competitive. It might be a fun fight, to be honest, because Kana brings it, Stamp brings it, but knee injury, everything. She's been a while since she's competed, a little rust. I think Kana might edge it out.
He says, Isojima is my guy, bruh. Chill. Gladiator legend, undefeated, undisputed. He's been watching Isojima since he made his debut. Come on, man. Don't disrespect him like that. Stamp has no knee. She can't run at all. Oh, so she's not doing cardio, apparently. Round one's got Stamp. If it was Muay Thai, you're right. She would kill her. Stamp needs her elbows. What the hell? Wow. Oh, God. People be simping over Stamp Fairtex like no other. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. And I think if she looks really good, then there's a lot of good stuff for her on the horizon. And hopefully she can be more active. But that whole fucking Atlanta card, was it because she pulled out they didn't do the fight in Atlanta?
There's a bunch of shit going on. There's just too many bullshit. I mean, that card ended up sucking anyways. Like, it's just terrible. But, yeah. Kana. I got Kana.
You got Kana?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn. Shocking developments here on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Nabil
versus Unknown.
Supposed to fight Haggerty. He's taking on Hiromi Wajima. Is he making his debut? They got a picture for oh my God. What the hell? This is the only guy they could find to fight Nabil. I mean, credit to this dude for fighting Nabil on short notice.
Well, he's a former K1 champion, so.
Okay.
But
yeah, K1 super welterweight champion. Let's see. Oh shit. Okay. He fought Ouyang Fang and Daryl Verdonk, and he got knocked out by both of them. But dude, he has a win over Stoyan. Copper. I can never say his fucking name, dude.
Kopylov, something like that.
Koprovlensky. That's sick as fuck. That was in the K1 Grand Prix World Final. Wait, what the fuck? So this guy is actually legit as fuck. Beat Stoyan. Damn, that's nuts. But you're saying this is in? Is this in Muay Thai? Oh no, this is in kickboxing. I mean, look, that's sick as fuck. Tough. That's sick as fuck. That this guy's legit as fuck, and I didn't know that until I looked into his record. Winning the K1 World Max last year, or the Grand Prix. I guess that's not the World Max. Different thing. Beating Stoyan, who's I think he's actually fighting Friday night in the World Max. But Nabil is a different animal, dude. He honestly, like, it's so weird because when Nabil debuted, or I don't know if it was his debut, but when he fought Superlek the first time, like Superlek beat the absolute dog shit out of him, bullied him, still was able to cut Superlek. But since then, dude, he has just been literally unstoppable. Like, was it when he fought Solin O? He literally, like, it looked like he was doing this to him, you know, and like holding
the old man.
And Solin O was like punch it, and Nabil just fucked him up. So Nabil's really coming to his own lately. I did not expect him to knock out Nico the way he did. And obviously whooped up on Superlek in the rematch, which I hate. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go Nabil here, dude. I think Nabil is that dude. And he'll probably fuck up this dude. Hiromi Wajima.
That's a tough fight to make because, like, I don't know too much about Wajima either. Like, I know who he is, obviously, but, like, Nabil's also really a Muay Thai guy, really get into kickboxing. It's a tough matchup for me. It's just so hard, man, to make these type of matchups. Wajima's on short notice as well.
Sure, that's a good point.
It's like,
I mean, dude, he's fighting dudes and he's fighting like 3 dudes in a night, though, man. Like, come on, dude.
Who are you going with?
I'm Nabil. I'd probably pick him by knockout too.
I think I probably have to lean Nabil too, just because I think Wajima's never fought somebody as tall as him.
It's a good point. It's not like he's a scrub though, and that's what I think is sick. Like he is a legit ass dude. Like I said, just beating Stoyan in K1, that's amazing. So he's a very high level guy, but Nabil I think is just, especially in his prime, like on another level. I think Nabil gets this one done. The dark. Round 1 has Nabil by KO. Rip Wajima. Oh my god, you guys are just right in this guy's tombstone. Is Nabil that tall guy? Yes, that is exactly who he is. Superlek would beat him in a rematch easy. It wouldn't even be close. I agree. Superlek was tired. Too many hoes in different tie area. Oh, Jesus Christ. Good to see Tress. How are you doing, my friend? All right. Yeah, it sucks that Haggerty wasn't able to fight Nabil, but I would have picked Nabil to kill Haggerty, honestly.
Yeah, me too. I think Haggerty's better as a kickboxer.
It would have been in Muay Thai, right?
Yeah, it would have been Muay Thai. I'm just saying Haggerty's probably better as a kickboxing champion. I heard somebody said like his style is more suited for kickboxing.
I honestly don't think it matters that. Like, I don't think that they're that different, but people will argue with me to no end. But I don't think it's that different.
The elbows make a difference, brother.
Sure. I don't know, man. I feel like, okay, like if Superlek would have fought Haggerty, it's like, does the fight go longer? Probably, but I think Superlek still murks him. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just me. Good to see Andrew. It's so different, bro. Clinch alone. The clinch is stupid.
Trust me, the clinch makes a difference.
All right. So speaking of a Muay Thai fighter, going to kickboxing, and obviously Superlek has had many kickboxing matches, but Yuki Yoza is fuck, man. I watched his highlight reel a couple weeks ago. This dude ain't nothing to play with. I thought that his fight. Let's see. Was that his first fight in the promotion? Yes. He's had 2. So he beat Elbrus and then Petch. The one thing that bothers me about Yuki Yoza at this stage in his career is I feel like he takes a while to get going. He kind of builds as the fight goes on, kind of like a classic J-kick style, older J-kick style. He's obviously got devastating leg kicks, and he's got very short, very precise hooks. I think this is a tough fight, but
this is the fight. This is my fight to watch right here. This is the one I'm just gonna sit back, I'm gonna smoke something, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is the one right here. And Yuki Yoza, former K1 champion, Superlek, 2 division, 2 sport, whatever one promotes him as. World champion. Both guys in their primes right now. This is literally the best fight on the card. I thought this should have been the main event. I wish the title was there, especially. I had to make a pick, dude. This is like one of the hardest. This is one of the hardest picks because like I enjoy watching both fighters, and Superlek is so good in like Muay Thai and kickboxing. The fact that he can go into he can transition to kickboxing and still get it done. Damn. I don't know what type of mindset is that Superlek's in. People talk gassing him up like, oh, he went blonde. He's back. He's back. That blonde.
I gotta be totally honest. I saw some pictures of Superlek. Like they took his picture for the thing, and they were like, oh, it's Superlek's blonde, and I was like, dude, like he does not look in very good shape. Like he does not look in prime physical shape at this point, in my opinion. Also, he's been doing a lot of seminars. all around the world. So, but I can never pick against my boy Superlek. Did you know I met Superlek one time?
Yeah, I seen the picture.
Yeah, well, I just wasn't sure if you'd seen the picture, if you knew I had met Superlek. But yeah, Superlek's gonna knock this fool right the fuck out. TKO, he's gonna batter his legs. Yuki Yoza is gonna quit. He's gonna cry like Takeru, and I'm gonna be very happy once that happens.
I think it goes to decision. I think legs will be battered. I think it's gonna be the battle of leg kicks, and I think Yuki might be the better puncher if I'm correct.
Definitely, like on the inside, he has these really short, fast hooks.
Yeah,
that is definitely a threat.
I don't know, man. This is the one I'm like, damn, I'm biting my nails. Like, woo, man. If Superlek beats Yuki Yoza, man, you gotta put this dude at the top, man. The crown and one of the best kickboxers.
Well, it's like I said, dude. Like when Superlek fought Nabil the second time, people don't know this, but he had a broken back, and he had a broken back from carrying one championship for years. So he like the load has been shifted a little bit. He doesn't have to carry one championship as much. So this Superlek's got this, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I gotta go with my Southeast Asian brother. Even though Thailand and Cambodia hate each other right now.
Let's go.
I'm always gonna represent Southeast Asia.
Don't mention that you met Superlek enough so people don't know. Okay, fair enough. All right, let's go to the next one. It'll be Marat Grigorian versus Rukia Anpo. I don't even know what to think about this fight, dude. Like, Marat Grigorian, long career in kickboxing. Rukia Anpo, I honestly didn't even know about him until I watched him box. Did he box Buakaw, or was that a boxing match, or was it Pacquiao first? That's honestly the first time I heard about him, to tell you the truth. So I'm really not familiar with the man's game.
Former K1 champion. He has fought Masaaki Noiri before.
Okay.
Fucking got finished by Masaaki with a nasty, I think it was a knee to the body or a fucking punch to the body. So he has history with Masaaki. That's one of the main reasons why he came over to want to get that rematch back.
Okay.
And he's been fighting a lot in Rizin. Became more of a bigger star with Rizin. He had like the freak show fights, I would say. Yeah, freak show fights. He boxed Pacquiao. I think he boxed a Buakaw, or maybe fought him in kickboxing. He fought Singha Karimian, surprisingly, and he actually won, which is hilarious. Rukuya Anpo is definitely gonna have, maybe a boxing advantage possibly, because he's been like in boxing for a while, and he was supposed to fight Ryan Garcia. So,
that's right. That's right.
He's been in some like the most random like booked fights ever in like Japanese boxing history.
Yeah, he just boxed Singha on the New Year's Eve show. And yes, you're right. He won a 6-rounder, and then he boxed Manny Pacquiao, which was a draw. But he did have a kickboxing match with Buakaw, Rizin 42 in 2023. I don't know. Why did I miss that? I mean, I wasn't really that interested in kickboxing at the time. But yeah, man, he's going to be taking on Marat, who he's had a weird go of it and won, if you ask me. I obviously lost the Superbon twice. Wait a second. Is that a different Superbon?
He fought Superbon like 5 times.
Yeah, so yeah, he at one point he had knocked Superbon clean the fuck out. But since they got a little deeper, he's fought Chingiz Alazov a bunch of times.
He's beating the best, and I probably got to go Marat. We had a little conversation aside. A lot of guys, I think Marat's gonna probably chin Rukuya Anpo.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the guys, Marat's never been knocked out, maybe once out of his 70 fights he has, and then Anpo's been finished previously before.
I'm actually looking through his record now. He's fought Sidichai a bunch of times. He knocked out Andy Sauer in one when Andy Sauer is old as fucking dirt. Yeah, in one at least though. He has lost to Superbon twice, and Chingiz, who he's fought multiple times, but I don't know. It's just strange. Like, so, for some reason, he just can't. I don't know. He can't break through against the top guys as of yet. But again, Chingy's and Superbon, like, it's kind of just them two, that people really want to see. And so Marat's damn good. I remember his fight with Zaidi. He knocked the dude out. Looked in top form. I don't know, man. Like, I have a lot of respect for the J kick style, but it's like Euro kick versus J kick going down, and it's a sick ass fight. I don't really even have a pick. I'll probably just go. I'll probably just go Anpo just to pick against you. But yeah, Ampo's record is 27-8-1 in kickboxing. He's got 14 TKOs. Let's see. Yes, you're right. Noiri knocked him out in the K1 World Grand Prix. Shit, he has taken some L's. He's been knocked out in all of his last 3 kickboxing losses. He was KO'd. So he's a huge star in Japan, though, right?
Yeah, because of Ryzen. Ryzen kind of pushed him. Dude, if you're fighting Ryan Garcia, bro, there's a lot of names. There's a reason why people are watching you.
Yeah, 100%. Oh shit! Thank you so much, Granite. That's Phil. This is Phil from CST. Good to see you, brother.
I don't know who Matua is.
Matua is the homie from my channel. So we did a fucking alien watch along one time. And Anpo is the real Slim Shady. Oh, okay, that's why he's always standing up in his fights. All right, you got Takeru versus Dennis Purich. I thought it was weird that Dennis Purich was in his debut in the promotion, and he's like, I want to fight Rodtang. And they're like, you get to fight Rodtang. And then Rodtang obviously went. Did he go to decision with Dennis Purich?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? No, it wasn't his debut. Oh my god, I'm retarded. So yeah, he actually has 7 fights in the promotion. Lost his debut, beat Tagir, lost to Yadlek Pet, beat the dude from Vietnam, Tran Doi Nat, and then he beat Jacob Smith, and then they're like, yo, yeah, sure, you can fight Rodtang. Obviously, Rodtang just kind of cruises. It really pissed me off watching that, tell you the truth. Like, I was like, Rodtang should be finishing this fool. But I will say Dennis Purich, he has more of a kickboxing style in Muay Thai. I like that he fights really well from both stances. He's a dog too. But let's see, how old is Dennis Purich? God, this website is actually kind of annoying.
Just my quick thoughts. I think the fight. I mean, both fighters could be pretty much washed.
Oh, he's 40. He's 40.
I think Takeru is probably on the leaning on the wash side. Like, he got knocked out cold in this, not cold, but like in the first round against Rodtang, and then Purich, he gets knocked down, he gets rocked, but he's a dog. He comes back. Like Isha said in the chat, battle of unks in fight years.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is about Takeru is like his kickboxing career, he was like gnarly. Like, if you watch some of his highlights, like the way he puts it on dudes was insane, but he took a lot of damage to get there. You know what I'm saying? It was like a war of attrition. Man. What's that?
He ate too much hits, man.
That's what I'm saying. And it was like a war of attrition, and he finally would get you. And he was such an exciting fighter. But my goodness, Superlek, he almost got Superlek with that flurry to the body. But what Superlek did to his legs, he should be probably indicted on International Criminal Court charges for just the terrorism that he did to the legs of Takeru. So he comes back and he fights the guy from Myanmar, and he gets rocked by him, and you're like, fuck, like this is not looking good for Takeru. And actually, before I even mention the Rodtang KO, the biggest fight to make in J-Kick for a long time was Tenshin versus Takeru. Did you watch the match?
I watched it. It looked like Tenshin pretty much just beat him.
Well, Tenshin, like, it wasn't even close. Like, Tenshin, that was his last fight in kickboxing, and Tenshin just, like, schooled Takeru. So it's like, Takeru gets schooled by his, rival, I guess, in tension, and then he goes to 1, gets dog walked by Superlek, gets a dub over a dude from Burma, gets rocked in the process, and then finally gets that Rodtang fight, which he came over to the promotion to have, and basically gets knocked out with the first punch that Rodtang throws. Like, man, what a... It sucks. It sucks for Takeru, man. Like, I feel for the guy. But I think his chin is compromised at this point.
So who do you think wins this fight? Pick one right now.
I don't think that Dennis Pirich has the power to be much of a threat to Takeru, even though it's possible. I'm picking Takeru to get this one done, but I honestly do think that, you might see
Takeru gets it done. I think it's going to end like in a crazy flurry, and then Takeru is the one that puts him out.
I think that it'll be a rocky start, though.
Yeah.
I think it'll be just like the fight against the Burmese guy. Like, Jesus Christ. Takeru is going to have a tough first round. He's going to take a little bit to get going, and then the second round, I'll pick him to knock out Dennis Pirich.
Mm-hmm. I'll go with Takeru for this fight.
Let's see. He's been in so many wars. Yeah, Dennis Pirich is 40. What the fuck? He had like a boxing career, but as a kickboxer, Superlek is going to do that to Yuki Yoza's legs. Let's go. Rodtang has a glass. Oh my God, Tyler. Tyler, one championship casual. He's Wanderlei in the UFC stage of his career. Oh my God, Rodtang made his career literally not having a glass. Yeah, literally. If you do not know who Rodtang is, all right. Christian Lee versus Alibeg Rasulov. Dude, it seems like Christian Lee, he fights so infrequently, but that's just because like he's got nobody to fight. And this is actually a rematch because was it eye poke?
I believe it was an eye poke. Yeah, I think it was second round. It happened. I think Christian Lee. I think it was a competitive first round. I don't remember because that was so long ago. Well, not too long ago, but
I mean, it's December 6th, 2024. So it
some
feels like
some people saying like maybe Christian Lee was rusty, so maybe he's more prepared for this fight now. Finally gets a Turkish MMA fighter. I think he's undefeated as well. And it's gonna be probably Christian Lee. I think he'll get a submission win.
Okay. Round. The thing with Christian Lee is, I mean, it was like 2 years between fights.
Ever since his sister passing, the time to take off. I understand, so I'm not gonna hate on it. But I think he get this rust. I think he's gonna be less rusty in this fight. You know, he had that fight with him early this year, and I think he's gonna be more prepared for this fight because he's back in that mindset. Especially watching his brother fight, it probably motivates him to get back in there as well.
That's true, and they've been training. So, yeah, I hope Christian Lee gets it done, man. It's so weird. This guy only has one other fight in the promotion, and that's a win over Okrayun. So it is rather strange. I do remember that fight being competitive though, so I'm honestly not really sure, but I'm just happy to see Christian Lee back in action. You know what I'm saying? Super awesome fighter, well-rounded, submission threat, KO threat. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, let's see.
Moving along.
Let's see. I don't know. Oh, okay. All right, they're just talking about Rodtang's chin in the chat, and that's who the next match will be. It is for the flyweight Muay Thai World Championship against Nong-O. Nong-O, just a fucking legend in Thailand, man. Fought everybody. At this stage of his career, though, I see Nong-O just being kind of old. Rodtang. Probably, this is the thing, dude. I fucking can't stand Rodtang, bro. Like, I gotta tell you, dude. Like, I cannot stand this guy anymore. He was so exciting when I first started watching one. He was the dude, but I remember him fighting in America, and he fought Tabares, knocked the dude out. I was like, okay. Since then, like. Obviously, he fought Superlek. Credit to him. But he fights these guys. Dennis Pirich, Jacob Smith, Tabares. He finished. But, like, Pirich and Jacob Smith. Dude, he's already, like, knocked out Jacob Smith, right? And
no, he didn't.
Okay, fair enough. so he fights Jacob Smith the second time, and not only is he winning the fight so handily, he has time to literally kiss Jacob Smith mid-fight and be like, yeah, like, I'm beating you up so bad that I might as well just kiss you. I'm like, dude, like, Rodtang, you gotta go for the finish, homie. Why are you fighting these fucking bums and not knocking them out? Pisses me off to no end. And now he's fighting old ass Nong-O. He's gonna go to decision with this fucking guy, dude. He's gonna go to decision, and I'm gonna be pissed, and I'm gonna shit all over Rodtang. Also, Rodtang fucking wears dresses. I can't stand Rodtang. I hope Nong-O knocks him the fuck out, but he's not going to. He's too damn old. Sorry, there's my Rodtang rant.
I mean, Nong-O did drop down in weight, so it's not like he's fighting the bigger guys anymore. And he looks better at this weight class. Guys are not juiced up like freaking Nico Carrillo. And who else did he fight? Haggerty. But I'm glad he's dropped down in weight. He beat Kong Torni in the rematch. Somehow Chatri thought he lost the first fight. I thought Kong Torni won that fight, but whatever. Chatri probably has something against Kong Torni for being a decision fighter. So Nong-O is probably definitely one of the bigger stars in Thailand, and so this is a big fight for Thailand. Rodtang versus Nong-O.
Yeah.
So I can see why they're doing this. I'm kind of shocked that they did it in Japan, but when you need to sell pay-per-views, you throw Rodtang on the card, right?
Right. Might as well.
Rodtang is a bit of I would say he is a bit of a spoiled brat and a diva. I seen something on Instagram.
Yeah, good point, Chester.
The guy's been spoiled, yeah. And I think Rodtang does get it done, but I wouldn't be shocked if Nong-O wins, though. He's still got some. If Nong-O wins, bro, I think the streets are celebrating.
What did Isha say? He said that if Nong-O wins, he becomes king of Thailand on the spot. Just bring a crown out. Oh my god! I hope he wins, but I don't think he's gonna win, dude. I think gonna cruise. And also, did you see the posts where Rodtang is like saying he cryptically that he wants out of one?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So I don't know. I think it's just a negotiation tactic, to be honest. A lot of guys do that. Maybe they're not satisfied.
One thing I will give Rodtang credit for is he's still relatively young, but he's got like 350 fights. I don't blame him.
Where did he go to be honest? He's gonna go RWS?
No. What I'm saying is, like, I don't blame him if he doesn't really want to fight anymore. Like, I don't blame him. I mean, he's beaten basically everybody besides Superlek. They put in front of him, and it is what it is, man. I really, really wanted the Tenshin Nasukawa versus Rodtang rematch. Chatri was saying that Tenshin might come to one. I mean, he might do the rematch with Rodtang. It's like, that ain't never going to happen. Why the fuck would Tenshin sign with one to fight Rodtang again? He already beat him once. He's fucking getting way better money and more, eyes on him fighting in boxing. So there's not really much left for Rodtang, in my opinion.
Dude, I was talking with the guys from our one championship chat. And we were saying, what other promotion would pay Rodtang, right? And we said one of the names was either Ryzen or fucking BKFC. Can you imagine that motherfucker BKFC? And Dave Feldman, had stepped into Thailand with some BKFC.
That's well, right. Too. Damn, yeah. Rodtang and BKFC. That might be the move. Low key for the end of his career, just like,
bro,
slap him in BKFC, have him just fucking flatline dudes. Why the fuck not?
Can you just imagine Dave Feldman, Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor's like, let's announce our newest, biggest signing, the greatest savage out of Thailand, Rodtang. And then fucking Rodtang just pulls up, and he's like, yeah, I'm here to fuck motherfuckers up. And then they just give him like fucking John Dotson.
Oh my god. Fight. Oh my god. Dude, you just sold me. I felt like Conor McGregor was just hyping up Rodtang for real, and Rodtang's all quiet and fucking barely he speaks like 3 fucking English words, to hype the crowd up. Everyone's going crazy. That might be the move. Dude. That would be sick as fuck. I mean, shit, Sanchai and Buakaw fight each other in bare knuckle. Was that in BKFC?
That was BKFC to Muay Thai, yeah, some shit like that.
That's right. That's right. So, hey, who knows? We got a lot of comments. Rodtang was live tweeting during the press conference. Nong-O will finally crack Rodtang's chin. I fucking hope so. Ryzen will pay him for 2 fights. Wait, Ryzen will pay him for fights 2 times a year? It will pay him and Yuki Yoza. USD. Tension the boxer? No, the kickboxer. BKFC, holy shit. Yisha's hyped up on that. Rodtang to karate combat? Oh my god. Oh my god, bankrupt.
The karate combat is just sad now, bro. I just can't watch it no more.
I got hopes for them to be mediocre once again. I really do. All right, so you got Nautica versus Numsurin. I don't know who either of these guys are, honestly. Why the fuck is this fight over Rodtang? I guess it's a championship match, but still.
Yeah, I don't know why that's over a Rodtang fight. Maybe that's not the official battle order. Maybe not. Maybe not. But Nautica's sick, man. He's probably when I had I forgot I don't know his real name, but his name was like Leona Pettis. Not Pettis, that's a fucking kickboxer. Leona something on Twitter. But he would always rank Nautica as like the traditional Muay Thai rankings, like top 3. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, and he's pretty much on a I would say 26, 27 fight win streak. And he's so fast and slick, bro. Like, he's literally one of my favorite like Muay Thai guys to fight. And he goes into 4 rounds and he just smokes dudes, bro. Like when he fought in the last card, dude, that was one of the best performances I ever watched in like in a Muay Thai fight. Just this dude was just so slick and fast. And he was so cocky in that fight. Do you remember that one time when some guy threw a punch and he slipped and Nautica just moves out the way? He's like, nope, you're not gonna hit me. Casually walks away. I don't know if you ever saw that moment.
Dude, he's on like he's on like way more than a 20. He's on like a 35 fight win streak.
See, Chester knows what he's talking about. I think he's on a 39 fight win streak.
Yeah, this is nuts. I'm looking through his record right now.
I'm surprised you don't know too much about Nautica. Like, this guy's the fucking truth.
I don't know who the fuck this guy is, honestly. No idea who this guy. I've seen him fight for sure. Numsurin is his opponent, undefeated in the promotion.
Numsurin's done. Like, I don't care. Like, you're not convincing me to talk about this guy. It's over for him. It's over. Like, it's over. Like, maybe 2-3 rounds, and that's it. The Numsurin's getting knocked the fuck out. Back to Thailand, buddy. No matter who you put in front of him.
I bet. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a fun fight and a fun finish, and then maybe I'll actually remember who Nautica is. I've definitely seen him fight, but another 2 guys. I mean, Joshua Pacio, he's the guy that got slammed on his head, right?
Yeah, and then he came back and whooped fucking Jared Brooks' ass. Not whooped him, but finished him in the second round.
So yeah,
his title.
Yeah, Pacio got slammed on his head, won a belt via disqualification, then came back in the rematch and beat up Jared Brooks. Yuya Wakamatsu. Oh shit. Okay, he's got a TKO over Adriano Moraes. Okay, I remember this guy now. That's right.
Yeah, I actually picked Adriano, and he actually shocked me. He just came out there and just whooped his ass.
Well, considering that Adriano had beat him on the 1X card, and then he comes back to TKO Moraes in the first round.
Yeah,
super impressive.
Ass.
And
he made it quick.
He's 9-4 in the promotion, and he's only lost. Well, he lost to DJ and Moraes. So I mean, definitely some nothing to scoff at there. I'll probably go Yuya Wakamatsu. Honestly, I've never really been high on Joshua Pacio. That's just me personally. Well, what do you think about this one?
Yuya, round 2.
TKO. Ooh. Let's go.
Yeah. I think he's going to get him to the ground, finish him on the ground, and we're going to have his first title defense out the way. And he's going to beat the one, I know they call it strawweight. Technically, he's a flyweight. But one weight divisions don't make any fucking sense.
No.
But yeah, this is a champion versus champion fight. And Joshua Pacio is moving up. And he did want to defend his title, but one was just like, hey, let's give you a super fight. Like, hey, why not, right?
Sure.
Why not have 2 belts? 2 is better than 1.
100%, always. That's why Phil's on this, breaking this card down with me. And for your main event, it'll be Superbon versus Masaaki Noiri. Tell me what you think about this one, my friend.
Superbon, definitely the aging fighter here. He's been bouncing back and forth between Muay Thai and kickboxing. He lost to Taiwan Chai in Muay Thai. I mean, Muay Thai is not really his best sport. He's more made a career at kickboxing. What is like Taiwan? What's like Superbon? It's like what 34, 35, right? That's old in compared like kickboxing years, really, especially at a lighter weight class.
35.
Yeah, so he's pretty much old, like at a lighter weight class. And then you got Masaaki Noiri. Masaaki Noiri, I don't know. He's had such a weird one championship career because he came in and then he lost to Sidichai, who people were like, oh yeah, he's gonna smoke Sidichai. That's an old man right there.
Yep.
Got outclassed pretty bad, and then they were trying to give me a give-me fight against some random Chinese dude that nobody knew about.
Lu Mangyang.
Yeah, and he was beyond kicks, like upset of the year, and he dropped Noiri in the first round, and it was just like, okay, like holy shit, like this dude just got his ass kicked. And then I started throwing out the accusations on Twitter. J-Kick's overrated.
Pissing a bunch of people off.
And then they gave him a scrub in like this third fight just to get him a win.
Shakir Al-Takriti.
He finished him with leg kicks, so that was a big win
second
for him.
round, and then they gave him the title fight against Taiwan Chai.
Give him Taiwan Chai. And Taiwan Chai, apparently from the streets, say he's just not a good kickboxer. He's a great Muay Thai fighter, but he's not a good kickboxer. And yeah, and he fucking, his tendencies, I think he would drop his hand or something like that. And Noiri just caught him, finished him in the third round. And then, yeah, it was a pretty good finish with Noiri. Got the title, won in Japan. Can't complain about that. That makes Chatri happy because he sees more money in his pockets because he's going to be doing these
dollar signs flashing in his head.
Exactly.
Business
he's
goes in the fucking tube.
Already making dollars with freaking Taiwan Chai in Thailand. So now he can make money with Noiri, which is why he's headlining the card against Superbon.
Yep.
If there's anybody that can just, outclass this man, is probably Superbon. I don't see a finish from Superbon's side. I'll be shocked if he finished him, to be honest. Masaaki Noiri, I don't want to scream like overrated, but I kind of do. Because I'm just not impressed with his wins because we all knew that Taiwan Chai coming into the fight was probably gonna lose. Because he's just not like I said, when Muay Thai guys jump into kickboxing, they tend to lose more. You take away some of the best weapons.
Sure.
So
it's so weird. Like I feel like the inverse, right? Like I feel like Superbon is overrated. And I feel like Noiri getting that dub over Taiwan Chai was like, it kind of like showed me, I was like, damn, like this dude is legit. Cause I personally wasn't expecting it. I thought Taiwan Chai would beat him. So yeah, I'm kind of like going the opposite. I'm like, dude, Noiri on a roll, knocked out Taiwan Chai. Like, I think he's going to smoke Superbon, who I've never really been that high on. And that's on me. Cause like, I remember watching Superbon. Let's see. He beat Marat.
Overrated.
I remember watching him beat Marat on 1X, and I was like, okay. And then, oh no, sorry, it was the Giorgio Petrosian knockout. Who Giorgio, by the way, you could argue one of the best kickboxers ever, right? And then
with George, this is what the Thai fans would say. Like for a lot of fans, because a lot of fans consider Sidichai the greatest of all time because he fought the top dogs. As a Giorgio Petrosian would just never kind of just avoid the top fights,
Okay.
And so I mean, he beat some great guys, but like he would also avoid the top guys. Like I talked to Tristan from Team City Song in one of our group chats. He was like, dude, like Petrosian never wanted to fight. He didn't want to lose to Sidichai, and freaking. And Sidichai, to most people I talked to about kickboxing, especially the real hardcore, is like the greatest of all time in that division, And he's like, if you look at the resume of names he's beaten like pretty much every top guy you named, even Superbon too. And Superbon's beating Sidichai as well.
Fair enough. Okay, I was always under the impression Giorgio was one of the greatest kickboxers of all time.
Superbon's only lost once in kickboxing in one, and that was to Chingiz Alizov.
Sure, and then it was weird because you had. Superbon knocking out Giorgio, one of the best knockouts fucking ever. Like
that put him number one. like in the Beyond Kicks, like pound for pound, because Georgia was the number one for a while, I believe, and then fucking Superbon just highlight Rio with one of the signature head kicks.
God. And then he fights Marat, gets a dub, gets knocked out by Chingiz, and it was this weird like thing with like, okay, it's Marat, it's Chingiz, you know what I'm saying? Fights Tawanchai in Muay Thai, but then he fights Marat again, and I was like, okay, what are we doing? You know?
Yeah, it didn't really make any sense for me. But
and
whatever.
Then he fights Joe, not a what, and I thought the knockout was really weird. Remember that one?
Joe Nanawa is just not that good.
Right, he's fun, but remember the knockout though? It was like a weird punch, and I was like, dude, Joe Nanawa took a dive, but then you kind of watch it back. It was this.
No, it was an elbow.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was like a short elbow in the clinch, and I was like, okay, I guess it just didn't look that hard. I don't know. It was weird to me. And then Tawanchai beats him. So I'm like, dude, like, I don't know. You feel me? I'm just like, I'm not that high on Superbon. I think it's Noiri's time. Plus, I've been watching a lot of J-Kick, so maybe that's like skewing my judgment here a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna go Noiri. I think he's gonna knock out Superbon. Honestly,
I'll go Superbon.
All right, fair enough. That's what's up. I have to show you this clip. I don't know if you've seen it. It's Superbon training. This is like one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life, dude. Let me find it. Let's see. He's like drilling kicks. God damn it! I always have such a hard time finding this clip. Sorry.
I also can see Superbon head kick him.
You think Superbon's gonna get the signature Superbon head kick?
He did that twice in one, I believe. Tayfon Oskin, I think that's his name, and he did against Giorgio Trojan.
Oh my god, where is the goddamn clip? This is gonna piss me off. Oh, here we go. We got it.
All right, we got it. I don't see it.
Hold on.
It's not on the screen.
Oh, okay. Let me get it bigger. Let's do this.
All right, here we go.
So sick to me.
That's a fucking workout right there. You see the old lady in the back? He's like, what the fuck?
Hey, this guy's a savage. Yeah, I fucking always love that clip of Superbon training. So anyway, there you go. That's the breakdown. Chester's like, Superbon isn't overrated. His gym is. Oh, okay. That's why JoJo can't catch a win now. No, and again, I'm kind of like caveating it. I'm like, okay, like I don't know enough about the guy, so that's on me. Noiri has so many sick J-Kick fights. This main event is a banger. Dude, this whole card is ridiculous. It said it's gonna be like 9 hours. You have any other thoughts about the card before we call it a day?
Well, we do have to mention that it is in a cage. So
yes.
So it's going to change a lot of. It's going to make a huge difference. You know, you don't have the ring to bounce off the ropes. You know. And for any other fights that I really want to see, besides Yuki Yoza and Superlek, obviously the main event. I honestly didn't care for Rug versus Anatoly Malikin. You could throw on a one fight night card. I could give two damns about that fight. The fight is going to be on Sunday. It's going to actually be a little bit earlier, right?
The card?
Yeah, I heard this is like starting at like 11 p.m. my time.
Yeah, but they said it's going to be like a 9-hour card, dude. So,
dude, I'm going to be dreading that day. I might have to miss Eubank and fucking Conor Ben too. I'm going to have to sleep all day because, like, if I'm going to jump into UFC, I might just sleep throughout the UFC prelims. I just wake up when it's like 9:30 and just get ready, watch the card. Then I had to jump on somebody else's live stream, which I kind of regret saying yes to because I didn't think about the other card.
Yeah.
But I got Monday off, baby.
Let's go. Yeah, so over here on the channel on Combat Casual, we're going to be sleep. What is sleep? I'm going to cover the K1 World Max. Ben Eubank 2, UFC 1. I'm gonna cover all of it, baby. If we have time, we'll sneak in knockout, and I'll probably be giving you updates on BKFC. There's a fucking BKFC title fight with fucking Lorenzo Hunt. And I'm like, fuck, why are they doing that on Saturday of all days? This Saturday, you know?
I'm sorry, that's gonna be I'm not gonna watch any of those. I'm watching the big four this weekend, which is 173, UFC 322. What was the other two? Conor Ben and fucking Chris Eubanks too. And what was the last one I was gonna say? There's so many good events this weekend.
There's so many.
Fuck. I just had the fourth one on the top of my head. Let me just check my Twitter real quick.
For me, it's all about K1. It's all about K1. I don't give a fuck.
I think it might have been K1.
K1 World Max? Kidding me? Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, it's fucking K1 World Max. I mean, it's KSW too, but like, do I really care?
There's so much stuff's gonna get lost in the wash this weekend, man. Well,
yeah, that combat sports roundup this Sunday, if we were even alive for that freaking card.
Oh no,
for the live stream.
We got this.
It might be later, to be honest. I might be like, yo, let's just do 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
That's fine with me, brother. All right, man. Well, I think it's about time to wrap it up. I literally got home, set up the stream, and then did this one with Phil. So thank you so much, Phil, for hopping on a little bit short notice, but definitely always fun to break down a card with you, my friend.
Always, man. You know I'm always down. We were supposed to do it tomorrow, but we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it right now.
Hell yeah. Bet. All right, homie. Well, I'll let you get on with your night. Thank you, everyone, for joining the live stream. And
thank you, boys.
Let's wrap it up.
Peace.
Peace.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up.